week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Now a dump off here complete, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter, undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
DeAndre Swift.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 24, Goff. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
To throw is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
And it's 3rd.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. There on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for something else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now a give, right side. Dukes. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
32, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
7.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 54 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Cousins, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Vikings Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
3, Lions, nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
Goff's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Goff. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
38 yards.
A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Lions nothing.
2nd and 9. Goff now to throw, and that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, and we'll give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
23-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27th, Cousins. That's complete to KJ Osborne. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Cousins. Over the middle to Smith.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from just shy of midfield. Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins now to Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. Man, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Cousins on the crossing route. Complete. That's Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Cousins. The Chargers up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 6, Lions 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 28-yard.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Swift, ball carrier. He was brought down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fighting through. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Vikings to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins now from the 50. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Cousins pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. Returns up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Complete.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the Vikings' 46-yard line.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup at 13. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position.
It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It's gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who had the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
5-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun. Gone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Down, gone. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Lions.
Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing again is gone. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook hit when he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level and make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On play action, Cousins. But the man is Osborne. He's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 44, Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Down at the 50-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Cousins again. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here are the Lions to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
33-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for B.C. Johnson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous.
Cousins
threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Goff's pass.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley.
Goff's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good.
His kick.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
13-all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, they're quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Defense. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Cook following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there.
Dalvin Cook.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
Cousins pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Cousins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. first down. Here's the run with Cook.
Let's go.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They run it again with Cook. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a run with Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Lions offense set to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That's complete and loss out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Once again, it's Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
turn up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens crop. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack, bag on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boy that handshake play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stank. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Party going up.